Oh, hi. I didn't know it started. My phone started ringing right when I pushed the button. Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Venus Opal, and I welcome you to the Raw Truth Tour, Pimp Slap the Past into Peace, Purpose, Passion, and Profit. Very excited to share with you. Be here for about 30 minutes. Just want to talk to you. Got some opportunities, got some stuff, got some shit to say, and I'm excited to share it with you. So let me know who's here, where you from, who you at. Any people from sunny San Diego or SoCal or Santa Monica or LA or Baltimore, be more. Just let me know who's here so I can see you. So I'm just looking for the comments. I don't know how this works. So you can type in. Hearts are wanted. We love hearts. Okay. Yeah, woohoo! We have Diane from Kingston, New York. Okay. Melody just joined us. Who else is coming? Let me hear you. Let me meet you. Let me greet you. Welcome, 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 all my new truth tellers. And for my repeat offenders, my truth tellers, welcome. Very excited. I'm going to be teaching today. Today I'm feeling teacher-ish. I don't know if that's a word or not. For those of you who are new to me, let me give you a sense of who I am. So thank you for the hearts. So you get used to my flow. Let me see. You already know my name, Dr. Venus Opal. So if you call me Dr. Venus, if you call me Dr. V, put some stank on it, it'll be fine. My story is simple and direct. By the time I was 16, I was living on the streets of Baltimore, eating out of trash cans and sleeping in piss and beer. That's a whole nother level story. Not gonna get into that right now. But it was my ninth grade math teacher who literally saved my life. And it's because of her love that I eventually graduated from Stanford University with a second master's degree and a Ph.D. I have 4 degrees. And I was a 10-year professor and a solo performing artist. Woohoo! And I became an entrepreneur after white privilege showed his ass. I'm trying not to curse, y'all. I'm pretty confident I'm not going to lose this, right? But I'm going to try really hard so Facebook can stop being mad at me. All right. Oh, well, welcome, Rhonda. Glad you're your first timer. Woo woo. So I became an entrepreneur and failed my first 2 years. Okay. I invested in myself with an awesome mentor, but a series of mentors, and broke my first $1 million in 3 and done $5 million in less than 6 years with no sales team, without loans or government funding or any investors. I did it because I was able to, in a lot of ways, pimp my pain. Okay. So we're going to talk about that today. All right. We're going to talk about it. And I'm talking about it in the context of my upcoming tour. It's called the Raw Truth Book Plus Tour, Pimp Slap the Past, into Pain, Peace, Purpose, and Profits, okay? And so I'll put the link, thank you for the heart. I already put the link up there at the top. So I'm going to encourage you to go ahead and grab your seat. Just know that up front, we will sell out, get that done. And we're kicking off in Santa Monica, all right? And we have other tour stops as well. But Santa Monica's gonna be special because it's our world premiere. Ooh la la. And it's gonna be a big deal. I'm excited about it. We're gonna have the press there. We'll have Hollywood Insiders there. There'll be plans to network at the reception if you're into that. But more than anything, it's, there's 3 parts. There's the book signing, there's the wealth workshop, and thank you for the hearts. And then there's the solo performance where you see the book come to life. The thing that's most salient for you in your own lived experience is the wealth workshop. And that's where the Pimp Slap in the Past into Peace, Purpose, Passion, and Profit comes in. So we'll be deep diving 3 hours into this content that I'm going to start talking about today. But it's a worthy investment of time and money. And the price point is ridiculous. It's literally pennies compared to my other work. My stuff normally starts off, when people work with me directly, it starts off around $20,000. And that's not hyperbole, that's just the truth. But what I've done with this particular day, the book signing, the wealth workshop, and the solo performance, is only $47. Now, if you want to pimp it, or you want to get more bang for your buck, come to Santa Monica. You get all 3 days. Over the 3 days, we have a lot of events, and we have 3 performances with 3 different audiences, and you get that for only $197. So whether you do the $197 for the all-inclusive, for Santa Monica, or you do the $47 for 1 show, it's worthy of your life. If you've ever felt shamed, if you've ever felt attacked or alone, right? You feel like people are against you. It's great to actually see someone who's been able to turn that pain into money. And I'm going to teach you how to do it. So you can struggle if you want to, but I would encourage you to get in the room, okay? So let's just start off with, what the fuck do I mean by pimp slapping the past? Where are my comments? Where you at? I know y'all here. I can see you. Where is everybody? Maybe I'm blaming on technology, okay? I'm blaming on technology because I don't see the comments, but I know you're here. Okay, hey, Cynthia, I'm just checking. I'm like, where is everybody? Where are my truth tellers? Where my tribe at? Oh, I see a thumbs up. Where the hell are you? Okay. So let me tell you a little bit about what it means to pimp slap the past. Okay. Because it's an important thing to understand. Why the hell I say that? Well, first you have to be willing to tell, let me say this. You have to be willing to tell the truth about how life has knocked you to your knees. If you're one of those people who won't tell the truth, then nothing I say will make any difference. All right. So I know for myself that life has not always been easy. If life has sucker punched you 1 or 2 times, just type in me too. That way I don't feel like I'm the only person who's gone through some things, all right? Just type in me too. That way I can feel like I'm not by myself. Hello, Melody. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Giselle. I love your spirit too. Okay. And so you got to be willing, and hey, this is not TV. Look, I look back, I talk back, right? So you got to be engaged with me, otherwise I get lonely. I get like that. But if you think about each time life broke your heart, when it knocked you to your knees, when it sucker punched you, when it stole you from behind, it had an impact. It had an impact. It impacted your sense of self, your confidence, your self-trust. It had an impact. You started to watch, you got cautious. Maybe it was me, I got cautious. And started to question whether or not I could deliver, whether or not I can do it. Yeah, let me know. I'm not the only one. Thank you. Thank you. Love me, all of you. Yes, that's Diane. Thank you, Bond. Thank you, Melody. Thank you, Giselle. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you, Marla. Thank you, Ulaga. I messed up your name, forgive me. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Mildred. Okay, I'm in the right place. Thank you, God. So the point of it is, if you think about all those times those things happened to you and they had an impact, here's the thing I want you to start noticing. Is each time life knocked you down, you got back up. You got back up. That counts. You got back up. But you got up with less enthusiasm. You got up cautious. You got up timid and a little with some trepidation. And that trepidation has stifled your self-expression. It's stifled what you'll ask for, what you'll tolerate. It's made you defensive. At least it made me defensive myself, right? It had an impact. So you want to start noticing that past is still present in your relationships, with yourself, and with your money. That was preach, Lord. Y'all should know I talk to God like God is a black man who just got out of prison. Blame it on the streets. I'm into it. I like a God that got a little edge on him, okay? And so, but here's the question I have for you. What if you could actually learn how to pimp slap the past? Now, pimp slap is a very specific kind of slap. It's not it's a kind of slap. It's almost dismissive, right? If you've ever seen a pimp slap, and hopefully you haven't, but it put me out. It put your fire out. Nicely put, Melody. Well, what if you get that fire back? What if you could walk in your own authority? What if you gave yourself the internal permission to dream again, to believe again, to hope again? Because what gets dampened is the spirit. See, you're not your body. The body heals. The spirit is what really levitates us, right? And if you don't know that, you'll keep trying to work on you versus working with you. So what we're going to be covering in the workshop is like, well, how the hell did I get up off the streets? How did I do that? How did I turn all the bad into money? How am I leveraging my pain into an entertainment career, a career in entertainment? How did I do that? How am I doing that? How have I been able, good morning, Linda. How am I, Dr. Venus Opal, able to take all the negativity that has come and continues to come and turn it into money, turn it into peace, and turn it into purpose? It's a real question. What if you didn't have to operate on top of the pain? What if you could leverage the pain? What if the pain wasn't bad? What if the pain was the pathway to you literally fulfilling your destiny? Whatever that is, that's between you and spirit. Like, you have a destiny. If you know you have a destiny, or just type in, I have a destiny. Just type in, I have a destiny. If you know that your life is bigger than you, if you know that, you're like, okay, it can't just be, I know my life is bigger than me. Okay, I'm very clear about that. There's no reason for me to be alive, let alone well. Now, granted, I'm sensitive as hell, right? But I'm not, it could be a lot worse. But I'm really interested. Like, if you know you have a destiny, if you know your life that your life is bigger than the life you're living right now, type in, I have a destiny. Good evening, I see you. I'm gonna blame it on technology. I'm gonna pretend you're typing in, and I'm going to wait patiently. Okay, thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Rhonda. I appreciate that participation. I appreciate it. Love the thumbs up. Thank you very much, Shantia. I appreciate that. Thank you, Giselle. I'm glad we have some destiny-driven women on the line. Thank you, Linda. Good job. And so this is real stuff, because there's Melody. Woohoo! All right. If you know there's some calling on you, whatever that feels, or if you have some ache, maybe you don't call it a destiny, you have an ache in your chest that you know there's more for you than what you're living now, you need to be at this workshop. You need to be there, because it's the only place where I'm pulling the curtain back, where you can see how I've done it to the tune of 5 million. And my clients have been able to implement what I've done, and they've done over 8 million based on their testimonials, right? So this is not hyperbole. This is what I've already done. Hey, Janetta, glad you're here, mama. Hey, Marla, glad you got Destiny. Hey, Trisha. Okay, this is great. Okay, so I want to talk to somebody for a minute. I want to talk to this one person who has something that's, well, let me say it differently. I would love to engage. I would love to, in my vernacular, we call them love seats. And some people call them hot seats. I call them love seats, because I'm loving you by telling you the truth, okay? And I would love to work with somebody who'll be willing to be honest and be someone we can learn from, but just looking at how can we pimp slap the past into pain, peace, and purpose and profits. So who would be willing to work with me? I wish I had a way to actually get you on, but I don't know how to. But I would love for someone to be willing to engage with me, such that I can start showing you how you can turn your pain into peace, purpose, and or profits. Who's willing? Linda said, my ache is in my belly. Oh, Linda, I know. It's her ache, that soul ache is in her belly and in her spirit. I totally understand. Okay. Okay. Giselle said, me. Okay, Giselle, that was too cute. Okay. So Giselle, just give me a sense of what is and just pick, you could be, whatever feels comfortable for you. What is the pain point? What is something that hurt you that you haven't been able to have it be useful? This still is just a thorn in your side. Just type it in. Say, Audrey, I should have, next time I do this, I'll do it on Zoom so I can actually engage with you vocally. But I need you to write something in. Okay, no, I'm going to start with Giselle, because she said it already. She said, me. So Giselle needs you to share with us what it is. And then I wish I should have done this on Zoom. But that's okay, we'll do it next time. Because I don't know how to get you on live without starting over, okay? So we're going to wait for Giselle to type in her pain point. Hey, Shelly. Hi, Shelly. She's one of my private clients. Hi, Shelly. Thank you for the love note today. I appreciate it. That was very kind. I got the article as well. Thank you so much. Okay, got it. Resentment, honey bear. Giselle, I'm gonna need a little bit more from you. Okay, what are you resentful about and with whom? Okay, I need you to work with me here. I can't do it just one word. That's funny. Maybe I could. I never tried. But while we're waiting, you have to know I'm recovering from a cold. I'm a little annoyed with San Diego because they lied to me. They told me San Diego was sunny. Why am I freezing? Why am I freezing in San Diego? What is that about? That's not even fair. Hi, Special Aid. Thank you, Shirley. So while we're waiting for Giselle to give me more detail, I want to share with you something that would be useful for you to know. Every person has $1 million moneymaker. And it's not located in your brain, it's located in your pain, where life broke your heart. Life broke my heart on the streets. I got very good at hearing what people are not saying. Okay, I can hear what you're not saying. It's a survival strategy that I learned when I was out there. It's the thing that kept me alive, you know? It's very functional. But I can hear what people will buy from you and how to price it, package, and position it. Okay, so Giselle, you're not giving me enough. She said family charms and acceptance. Okay, so Giselle, okay, not gonna work because I can't get details. I need some, and it's okay, Giselle, it's just something that I can't move in. This is too generic. I need somebody to tell me a specific incident that I can work with and start looking at where's the money in it, okay? And we may not be able to do it on this format. We may have to do it, you know, yes, I do live by the water, I do. Wow, you know, but global warming, okay, y'all funny. I need something in your real life, like an incident, something that actually happened, not the fallout. Like when I say I was on the streets, I'm not saying, I'm literally telling you, I could get my birth mother, when she, for some reason, she got mad and she cut all of my hair off down to the scalp. It was bleeding, it was patchy. And I remember that one incident, I was maybe, I think I was 12. It was before I was outside. And I remember specifically saying to myself, some version of, I got to get out of here. I remember that, okay? And I took to the street. It took me 4 years to get out of her house, all right? But it was that one moment in time where I decided I was stupid because I didn't move. I decided I was dumb and ugly because that's what was said to me. And I decided that I got to get out of here, okay? And that's what got me on the streets. Now, when I got on the streets, went from the fire pit into the fire, right? And so it wasn't like it was, you know, it was what it was. But that one incident is the catalyst for me getting 4 degrees. Only a stupid person will get 4 degrees. Think about it. Either to prove that she's not stupid or to cover up that she is. Do you see what I'm saying? That is a survival strategy that got created in pain, okay? And now I use it for profit. I can actually, so all the schooling I have now is because of that incident, not in spite of it, okay? So what I'm pointing to is I need, and Giselle, you're fine, honey bear. You're doing everything what normally people do, but I need someone who's willing to share an incident and see it with new eyes. So we can actually start looking at what will people buy from you that's rooted in your pain. Do you see what I'm saying? People are not going to buy calm from me. You know, it's not going to happen. Not ever. Okay, let me check what the comments say. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Yes, I hear what you say. You know, yes. Okay, skip me. Okay, Chanel. Okay, I had a bad accident and it stopped me my whole money. What kind of accident did you have, Melody? Okay, I just need, what happened? It's fascinating. Listen to y'all talk. Y'all don't answer questions. Y'all speak around them. And I'll tell you this, if this was a sales call, y'all would have lost the sale because you're not answering the question. You're doing what I call surface. And anyone can tell the difference. Rhonda says, I need to divorce my husband and I'm tired of scared to go through the divorce. Okay, Rhonda, great job. I can deal with that. So Rhonda, just answer the question. Why are you afraid to go through the divorce? Is it about losing something or being alone? I just run through one, so I want to hear what you're talking about. So anyone, I'm just going to see what comes up. So it's a great one. Like, why would you be afraid of, I'm tired of scared to go through the divorce? Why would you be afraid of it? Do you think he's going to come after you? Hey, Jennifer. Hi. So what I want to get y'all used to is this. Your pain is the pathway to your destiny. And I probably should talk to you a little bit about destiny because I think I say it and I think people understand it. Destiny is not something you can make happen. A calling calls you. It's not a goal. It's not an ambition. Okay. Destiny is what you were born for, what you were built for. Okay. It's annoying to me, but I'm built to teach. I'm like, oh God, why, right? I'm built for that, but I'm also built to make money. Words and teaching and words and money is what I'm built for. I can't prescribe how it's going to go down, but when I surrender to that and allow, it comes to me. That's a whole nother level. We're not going to do that today. Let's just deal with Pimp and Pain, okay? So Cynthia says, I had to stop working my good job from a 6 failure to barely nothing. I lost one of my limbs and got very depressed. That'll do it, Cynthia. I can imagine. I was afraid to be myself. Okay, Melody, why would you be afraid to be yourself? Are you gay? Are you queer? I mean, what is it? Are you what? What's the I want y'all to notice something. And this is good. I want y'all to notice. Everyone who's posting is saying stuff. How can I say this? God help me. I got it. You're saying things that are accurate but aren't raw. You're not telling what I call the raw truth. You're saying the polite version of it. Okay? You are. So, afraid to be myself tells no one anything. Again, if this was marketing, you would have lost the client. It's too generic. It's not specific to you. Ron says, having to divide half of my assets I brought to marriage. Oh, you don't want to let go of any of it. Oh, okay, got it. Well, Rhonda, that's going to happen. You're going to have to divide the assets. If it's communal property, unless you had it before you got married. So that's not even the question. Here's a question I had to ask myself, Rhonda. Do I want to be stuck, or do I want to be free? Jesus, right? You got to really ask yourself, do you want to be free? Because if you can break assets one time, you can break them again. Okay? But Rhonda, thank you for being honest. I appreciate that. That's very fresh. Thank you for being specific, okay? Because it takes something. I'm clear about that. So I'm not suggesting it's a simple thing. But raw truth is where you stop being polite and you get to the cut. You get to the dirty, okay? And you'll be surprised that even just speaking the raw truth, it provides a healing that you can't get when you're hiding. And that's what we're going to be covering during the tour. The book deals with that. The performance deals with that. But also the workshop deals with that, okay? And until you really take on the raw truth, you're going to do surface healing. You're going to do surface results. You're going to get the $200 client, not the $20,000 client, because you're not really deep diving into what's really there for you. You're not letting us in, okay? So let me come here and look at this. Rhonda, I need to be free, damn. I love it. Rhonda said, I need to be free. Then make sure you get a ticket to the Raw Truth Book Plus Tour. I'm not kidding y'all. I'm trying not to curse. We'll see how it lasts. There's only so much I can do with you online. I need you to get the tools. I need you to have the experience. I need you to be in a space where transformation happens around turning your pain into peace, turning your pain into purpose, turning your pain into passion, and turning your pain into profits. That is a methodology. And I've gotten it down to a science that got me $5 million. You need to be able to do the same thing. Don't you want to learn how to do this for yourself? Aren't you tired of the pain winning? Why not you pimp the pain instead of the pain pimping you? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a real word. So I was afraid to leave my husband and be by myself. That's a fair call. Okay, I understand that. That's fair. I received that. Carla says, hi, Dr. B. I dated a narcissist for 2.5 years before I finally let go. Good for you. After healing completely, my spirit told me to write a book about it. Okay, sounds good to me, Carla. You sound like you're cooking with hot grease. Rhonda says, having to buy hat. Oh, we already talked about that. Okay. Let me go see what the comment is. Yes. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Okay. So next time I do this, I'll do it on a Zoom so I can talk you through it. But what I'm pointing to is this. Everyone who's posted some kind of pain, I'm going to invite you to ask yourself, and this is just for you to start thinking through it, all right? And we'll get it all sorted out on the tour. But I need you to start looking at, even with the divorce, even with losing a limb or the depression or having to downsize, all right? All of those are very valid. Your truth is valid. All of it's valid. All of it's valid. I need you to start looking for something, all right? I would like for everyone who posts, I want you to do something. I'm asking something of you. I would like for you to answer this question. What is the blessing that came from that pain? And I want you to hear this. I didn't say the lesson. I said the blessing. I didn't say the lesson. I said the blessing. And the lesson is fine. But I'm asking you, I want you to really continue with something. I'm inviting you to engage with something. What is the actual blessing that came from that? I'm going to give you an example. When I left my mother's house, okay, after she put me out, I didn't go back. And it's a whole world with that, and that was painful in of itself, and all the bad words and the ugly that comes with it when people go through those type of things. And I learned a lot. I learned about self-perseverance. I learned how to stand on my own 2 feet. I learned how to create something from nothing. I learned a lot, okay? But here's the blessing. Here's the blessing. Because I said no to being hit. Okay, when I said no to mama hurting me, and I was willing to go through the discomfort, Melody, going through the discomfort, Giselle, of starting afresh, starting anew on my own terms, because it is uncomfortable. Even after my divorce, starting new in a whole new city by choice, right? It is uncomfortable. It is not convenient at all, at all. It's not supposed to be, okay? What actually happened was, because I left that environment, my nieces and nephews and cousins that came up after me, they went to school. I was the first person in my bloodline to graduate from high school. But now I got nieces and nephews who are, they work in hospitals, they have their own gigs, they're doing their own thing. That was the blessing. That wasn't mine, that was Spirit's. That's what happens when you move, when you take on that which you've been scared of taking on. It doesn't affect just you, it affects everything and everyone around you. See, the blessing isn't for you, the blessing is for us. And that's a whole nother way to relate to it. So I'm inviting you to look at what's the blessing that's rooted in this pain. And I'm asking you to go, and I'm not asking you about being fair. I'm asking you to go beyond your feelings. You can have your feelings. Your feelings are fine, but they're just like clouds in the sky. Feelings come and go. The spirit is eternal. Okay? So let me see what you wrote. Let's see here. Can you give a list of where you are going to? Oh yeah, Melody, if you want to see where I'm going to be, just go to the link up. Did I put the link up there? Go to the link in the description. It says rawtruthbook.com/tour, and it'll tell you where all I'm going to be. Thank you for asking, Melody. I appreciate that. Okay, and have all the tour stops. Jackie says, I fuck my money because I'm afraid I'm not enough and I won't be enough. I was told I'll never amount to anything much and was supposed to be living in the projects with a house full of babies. This is certainly not the case. Great. So then share with us, what is the lesson and the blessing? The lesson is what you've learned, but the blessing it leaves you is bigger than you. Okay. Shirley says, I'm afraid to restart my nonprofit because I failed on my first fundraiser and was humiliated. I totally understand that, Shirley, I totally get that. And you want to start looking at and it's a real question, what is the blessing that came from the failure, from the humiliation? There's some lessons you learned, okay? But something came out of that you could never have imagined. Something that you could not even have prayed for. It's like, oh my, that's what happened? And you weren't even looking for it. And I invite y'all to be willing to see Spirit move through you. You get so stuck right in this moment, you miss the bigger picture. And you can't fulfill your destiny looking at your belly button. You got to look outside. Okay, Shirley, thank you for that. Carla says, my blessing was remembering my self-worth and finding me again. Okay, but I'm looking beyond you, Carla. Y'all hear my word. The lesson is for you. The blessing is for us. Do you understand? The blessing is for us. The blessing means you're a catalyst for something bigger than you happening through you. That's the blessing. And if you keep looking at you, you will miss how your life is altering human history. You gotta look up. You keep looking down. I'm saying look up. If you don't look up, you'll never see who you really are. You'll never see it. You'll only see the ground. You'll never see the sky. Look up. Jesus says, I'm patient and more loving with myself. Okay, y'all keep talking about you. Y'all keep talking about, I want y'all to notice that. Nothing wrong with it. Thank you for the heart. Nothing wrong with it. But I want you to be clear. Your destiny is not about you. Your destiny is not about you. Jesus' destiny was not about Jesus. Gandhi's destiny was not about Gandhi. Dr. King's destiny was not about Dr. King. Greta's destiny is not about Greta. Do you understand? If you are destiny driven, if you know you have a calling on your life, then you have to know that it's not about you. Everything you're saying is about you and your convenience and your wants and your desires, and there's nothing wrong with that. But that means your world is this small. You're trafficking about this much space because you're looking at you. And what if you is not here? What if you is out there? What if you is bigger than you, not your body and your concerns, but the difference you make on the planet? That your life is bigger than you. That the pain was just preparation for the destiny. That all the things that you're upset about are nothing more than training tools from spirit. Until you can get into that energetic, you will not be able to set yourself free. Because you'll still be a victim to life, not a victor of life. And victors change the world. You are a world changer. And you're acting like a peon. You're acting like mediocre, and you're not. But you're looking at you. You're looking at me, not at we. It's a whole shift, and we'll kill it. I'm telling you. Meet me on tour. Deal with me then. How about them apples? That's when you're gonna have to deal with some. This is me light. So let me just check up on it. Thank you. I'm glad it's powerful. Marla says, I started my education, got my real estate license. I'm working on my broker's license. I'm very good at real estate and finances. I'm working on my finances. Okay, good for you. Tuck says, hey boo, hey boo. Marla says, I needed to hear this. I'm glad, Marla. Giselle says, my blessing was knowing that certain loved ones do not belong to. Again, Giselle, you're talking about you. It's fascinating, right? I would love for y'all to listen back through it and notice how much you're talking about is you. Nothing wrong with that. But I don't hear vision. I don't hear contribution. I don't hear God. I hear you talking about you. I'm not saying it's wrong, so hear my word. I'm not saying anything bad about it. Please don't hear that. Please don't hear that. But I would like for you to take the case of this, my friend. You're bigger than your bruises. You're bigger than your bruises. You're bigger than all of the stuff that you're bigger than that. If it was that significant, it would have taken you out. It didn't take you out. So in my opinion, it doesn't matter because it didn't take you out. You're bigger than that. And I need you to get on my page about you so we can go change the world, all right? Okay, now we're cooking. Melanie said the blessing came help a lot of people. Great, Melanie, how? Okay, it hasn't happened for me yet. I don't think that's true, but I think that's what you're willing to claim. So I'll let you have that. Rashida said, because my mother was such a tyrant, my sons get a mother who is mentally whole and healthy. Got that? I speak to my son with affirmative word. Okay, great, I'll take it. Then you're a different kind of, you're a loving parent. That's a beginning, but let's take it beyond your kids. What I'm looking for, this is what I'm looking for, ladies, and you're doing great, so thanks for staying with me. Everything you're saying is right. Good stuff. But when my cousins and my nieces and nephews start going to school, I didn't plan it. And it wasn't a direct impact. I didn't say go to school. My example created a sufficient condition for my bloodline to see something different they never saw before. And they took action on it. That is a blessing that I could not name. I could never have said that. I couldn't even have prayed for that. Do you understand? I'm asking you to think bigger than you. And if you look, you'll see. I promise you, even you, Giselle, if you look in your life, you'll see that because you were here, something in the world moved. You just have to be willing to claim it and state it. You're doing great, everybody. It's not about me. No, it's coming. I helped a lot of people get home, and they love me this day. And okay, that's about you. Thank you, victory of life. That's again. Yes, Ms. Harper, victory of life. Holla. Okay, I thought you asked how we were blessed. I got that. No, I said, what is the blessing? No, I didn't ask you how you were blessed. Let me try again. Thanks for saying that, Melody. I'm going to ask you how you're blessed. I'm saying, what is the blessing that came from the pain? And if you can't see the blessing that came from the pain, you need to be with me on tour. The book explains the blessing that came from the pain. The performance brings it to life, but the workshop shows you how to do it for yourself. Okay? So we got work to do, my friends. This is great. We have work to do because I'm just being with just y'all hearing the concept. You're like really starting to contend with, wow, you're bigger than how you hold yourself. You're bigger. You're so much more than you. And the thing is, because you're focusing on you, you're missing you're missing the opportunities. You're not able to capitalize on that. What is your divine birthright? And I can hear it in your speaking. Like, oh, okay. You're talking about you. You're not talking about your destiny yet. You're not talking about what Spirit has uniquely crafted for you to move through. And the good news is you're already there. So this is good stuff. I'm glad I did this. I'm so happy that I thought this thought today. Shirley says, I'm working on my relaunch and I'm inviting all the folks that were with us. Okay, that's you again, Shirley. I'm glad about that. But that's not the question. The question is, what is the blessing from the failure? It's a real question, y'all. And I'm not suggesting you're doing something wrong. It's fresh. It takes a couple of rotations just to hear it. I'm asking you to really hear something that once you can hear it, we can monetize it. We can't do nothing with it until we can actually get to the distinction. But I'll come back on again, but I would say we're deep diving in this on tour. So I encourage you, if you haven't already, go get your ticket, rawtruthbooktour.com. No, rawtruthbook.com/tour. The link is in the description. Grab your seat now, because I'm going to break this down over 3 hours. It's in the book, and it's all going to be in the performance. So you're going to get it 3 different ways. I'm a teacher. I know how to teach. You'll get it viscerally, you'll get it interactively, you'll get it written, okay? So I didn't want to keep these long, one over than what I wanted to, but I'm okay with that. So let me see, I'm gonna read 2 more and then I'm gonna stop. I hear you, Janelle. It's okay, it will be coming, it's just new. Lynette says, it's not about me, it's not about me. I received that. I can see how focus on me in the story has turned me from going deeper so I can help women assigned to me. All right. Okay. Breakthrough is coming as a collective. Yes, Lynette. Yes, it's coming. It's coming. This is great. You're doing amazing. Great stuff. Jackie says, I'm driven to let other little average looking, average living Black girls that have been told they're not special, not important, and don't matter, that regardless of other people's opinions, don't determine how fine, fly, or fabulous we are. I learned that self-love and self-acceptance is important. All of that is clear. I don't think, I'm going to say it one more time and I'm going to surrender this. But I encourage each one of you who have participated, and I thank you for it, get a tour ticket. Come be with me live. Let's just get this handled. There's nothing wrong with what you're saying, but it's not pointing to the impact that you were uniquely born to make, rooted in your pain. Even you talking about being fly and fabulous, all that's fine, Jackie. But all that's driven by your idea. Do you see what I'm saying? That's you doing something. My nieces and nephews going to school had nothing to do with me. I didn't ask them to do that. I didn't say go to school. I didn't know that. All I did was live my truth out loud. And the world said yes. So I need y'all to hear the difference. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying you're right, but you're not in the conversation I'm in. I'm in a conversation about destiny-driven actions. I'm not talking about what you can do with your willpower. I think that's the best way to put it. Everyone's talking about is willpower actions. I'm talking about destiny-driven actions. They're not the same thing. And nothing's wrong. And I want you to hear this. You're doing great. So please don't be discouraged. But it's a fresh concept, which is why I'm touring. I want you to win at this. But the work you're doing is not going to get you there. It'll get you here, but it won't get you there. And I'm listening to what you're saying. And all the stuff you're pointing to is stuff that you can do on your own will. And that's not this. Okay? Okay, I'm done. I'm now done. I'm glad you're donating money and time for Young. I think it's great. This is good. Everyone, I love you, sis. Thank you for being amazing truth tellers. Thank you for engaging with me. Thank you for being willing to share yourself so generously with me. I really do appreciate it. And I encourage you, come be with me on tour. I made it really accessible. I really want you to be able to turn pain into profit. But I need you to actually hear how you're not even thinking in terms of that. You're still thinking in terms of what you can do as an individual. And I say there's so much more for you. So much more for you as a spirit. Okay? I'm Dr. Venus Opal. It's a joy to know you. I love you. Please post your biggest takeaways. What did you take away that was useful? Okay? And I'm going to read through the comments. All right? And I encourage you, please go get your ticket, rawtruthbook.com/tour. And I look forward to seeing you and giving you a big hug in the new year. Okay? This is Dr. Venus Opal. Enjoy your day, and thanks for hanging out with me. Goodbye for now.